Oh, well, hey, Ben. It's jamithatsme here. Welcome back to my channel. Now, let's go ahead and get into growing up hip hop. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this thing. We see Vanessa linked up with her sister Angela, okay? She wants to catch up with her and tell her everything that's been going on with TT and the rumors that took place, okay? The whole he say, she say, from Savannah to Cree to her to TT being mad at her and calling off the wedding, and she feeling like she got something to do with it. All right. And Angela is confused because she's like, girl, I don't think that what you had to say is the reason she would call off a wedding. Okay, so it's probably not even that deep. Okay, so Vanessa wants to have this conversation with TT just to make sure that they are all good and it ain't no issues, because she didn't come to her to be messy or anything. She came to her to let her know that she cares and that she should talk to her family because they're the ones out here spreading these rumors about her. Okay, so that's that. Next thing you know, we see Jojo and Denise link up with Eric and his wife. All right, now they have a sit down. Of course, Eric couldn't get his ascendant seat good enough before he brought up the whole situation dealing with TT and the wedding and her man Sean. All right, and from that conversation came the conversation about he and Savannah getting into it. So then Jojo recommended that he reach out to her dad. To have a conversation with Stevie so that things don't get blown out of proportion and he can actually be able to tell his side of the story of everything that actually took place. Okay. I'm not really here for Eric, but if he wants to go have that conversation with Stevie, then all right, then cool, honey. We see Sam linking up with Savannah. Sam over here trying to sell some lingerie, honey. Let me tell y'all, Sam is going to continue to figure out something until it lands and until it sticks, okay? I can't be mad at him for that, but girl, I just be cringing sometimes when I see him. But he wants to do like a lingerie line for men, something that can go well for them and their significant partners, whether it's a woman or a man, okay? That's what he wants to do. And since Savannah is into fashion, he wants her to be a part of it. Savannah laughing, thinking this is a joke, but it's okay with moving forward with this business venture with him. So I'm like, okay then, girl, good luck. Okay, let's move on to Brianna and TT. So Brianna and TT are sitting down, you know, they're just chatting things up, all right, while they're waiting on Vanessa. Vanessa is late as hell, and that's one thing I cannot stand is a person that has a lack of consideration for other people's time. Why are you late? Okay, they're saying that she's always late. I can't stand like that. All right, so she finally arrives and she's like, I'm late, of course. And when she walks in, y'all, she walks in all slow as hell. That's what the problem was for me. Okay, just strolling. It's like, girl, you need to be speed walking, don't you? Why are you taking your time getting up here? That was a problem. I ain't like that. All right, so first things first, you know, she starts to ask her about the wedding and stuff and ask her how everything is going, how Sean is doing and all of that. Then she cuts to the shit and she's like, what did she tell her? She says, I want you to know that I always have your back. Like, even if people are talking about you, just know that I'm going to always have your back in that moment. And then I'm going to come back and let you know what was said. And TT was like, yeah, girl. She was like, that's cool or whatever. But my thing was, I was upset. But when I calmed down, it wasn't you that I was upset with. I was more so upset with my family because they were the ones out here spreading this mother rumor. Okay. They were the problem for me, not so much as you. So it's all good. We're good. We see each other. We here. You are still invited to the wedding whenever we decide to have the wedding, because at this time we're going to have the wedding on our own terms whenever we feel like it and however we feel like it. Okay, so that's where TT is at with it. And I'm like, okay then, girl, the truth of the matter is they still have issues right now in addition to COVID. So COVID is definitely saving it, but they're having issues and they're needing to continue to work some things out and go to therapy, because I do believe with the rumors of the cheating, it triggered something within TT, I'm sure. Okay, so that's that on that. Later on we can see where Eric goes to link up with Stevie J. They got some little boys in there doing music, and I'm pressed about it because I'm like, girl, what is this? Y'all up here talking about this a hit, baby? No, it's a hit and a miss. What did you mean? What is this y'all giving us? It was terrible, but if that's what y'all kids into, honey, do your thing. So Eric pops up at the studio. You know, Stevie embraces him. What's up? All right, good. Everything's love. So Eric is there to talk to him about his daughter, Savannah. Tells him how the conversation they ended up having got blown out of proportion. You know, he said some things he shouldn't have said. He got loud with her and things. So he wanted to talk to her about it. Stevie J completely understood, because he said he too has gotten into those same situations with his daughter, because she got a loud mouth, she got a quick mouth, she got a very swift, disrespectful mouth, okay? Which is one of the reasons she moved out of the house that she was in with him to go get her own spot, because they too had gotten into it. So Stevie feels as though I understand exactly where you are coming from with what you're saying, okay? Now, Stevie says that he wants to have Savannah come up so that those two can have the conversation. So he had young Stevie had the brother to give her a call. She over there hanging out with Cree and stuff, ordering her some Starbucks, right? So then she started flashing her money. So Cree said something about her money, and she was like, "Oh, well, you know, girl, I just tell people, you know, worry about themselves and mind their bitch. You know what I'm saying? We got too many other things to be worried about than to be worried about me. You know, like TT's wig, okay? Now I don't know, girl. I heard that, okay? Talk about you got bigger fish to fry, okay? Like TT's wig. I heard that part. Even though Cree was talking over you, we still heard that part, honey. Honey. But she pulls up to the studio anyway. She walks in. She's feeling away by who she sees at the studio. She's like, what's going on up in here? Why is he here? Why is he like, what is this about? So she got real aggressive, honestly, when she first walked in. She didn't embrace nobody. She wasn't on some how y'all doing. It was none of that. She just straight came in on some just attitude type thing, you know, being bossy and all of that. She wasn't really featuring anything Eric had to say, because he had a whole lot of mouth the other day, and then now you want to come up in here and ask for sympathy right now. But Eric, when she was trying to escalate things, Eric did calm her down and said, "Listen, I didn't even know that you were dealing with everything that you were dealing with or whatever. I didn't understand how you were what was going on in your head when you were asking these particular questions." So basically they both ended up apologizing to each other. That was the moral of the story. They both ended up apologizing to each other, and they hugged it out and they moved on. He still wants her to be a part of the showcase, and she's like, "Okay, cool, yeah, I'll be a part of the showcase. That's not a problem at all, as long as that check is cut." So that's that on that. Stevie J is like, that's cool, y'all can do that, but listen, I want to know what you're doing for work. How are you getting this money? We learned that she ended up taking out like a loan. So I think she took out some PPP loan. So she took out a loan in the midst of the pandemic. I think she took out a few PPP loans. I think she said it was like what, $40,000, and that's how she been going about getting her money. Okay, so that's what's been going on with Miss Savannah, honey. So I mean, girl, I hope she'll be able to pay that money back. Should that be the case, considering the fact that you ain't have a job or nothing really going on to begin with, and you. And you done got this loan money, girl. I cannot deal. You done got this loan. God can't deal. And you've been out here flashing. I don't even know what kind of business. I don't know if you investing this money. Like it just looks like you spending up stuff. You buying new shoes. You get your hair done. You buying up a whole lot of weed, girl. You could have came out better using some of that money to start up your own weed business. I would have felt better if she would have said she was selling weed, to be honest, out there in Cali. But she over here talking about she done got this money from the loan, and she over here spending it up on things that's not going to bring money back to her. That's the gag for me. But if that's what she want to do, then girl, good luck. Okay. We see TT have a sit down with her mom. Actually, before we get to TT, let me get to Jojo and them. They find out that they are indeed pregnant. That was one of the concerns that they were having when they were sitting at the table. She was just afraid of getting too excited about it, right? Because before they had their daughter, they had a miscarriage, right? It was a miscarriage. It was a daughter. Then they just had a miscarriage. And then now here it is that they are pregnant again. So they went to the hospital and they see that, yeah, you know, the baby got a heartbeat. The baby got a spine. The baby got a head. So the baby is growing. Like, you got a real child in there. So they were really happy about that. So they're going to have trouble really keeping it to themselves. Now he want to tell his mama, even though his mama got a mouth, and you know she going to tell one of the sisters, and then everybody else just going to find out about it. So they really come out better just keeping it to themselves and waiting and doing like a surprise for everybody. Getting to TT having to sit down with her mama, chit-chatting it up with her mom about what's been going on, and her sisters, talking about how your sisters, primarily one of them is the ones that's going around telling this rumor about my man cheating on me. And how would she know? Because I ain't really talking to her. So of course her mom is upset. She calls one of her nephews, talks to him about it, and he confirms, you know, who's out here spilling the rumors on TT and Sean. So of course her mom is upset, and she's still going to be trying to get this issue rectified, because she's not understanding why everybody got her daughter's name in their mouth and why they got her business in their mouth too. Okay, so that's that on that. You know, growing up, hip hop wasn't really giving us a whole lot, you know, but it was cute for what it was. What are y'all thoughts about Eric wanting to go and meet with Stevie J to actually have this conversation about Savannah. Okay, now I will say I ain't really like how Savannah came into the studio, and I do feel like she was doing the most. You know, I understand her not wanting to talk to Eric because Eric was disrespectful as hell to her at that time. I understand that. You know, but I feel like she entered the room rude as hell, telling her little brother, like she really did not even, I'm talking about, didn't acknowledge her dad and her brother when she first came in, but she really didn't acknowledge him. She was like, if you was gonna hit me up and tell me to come, you could at least told me this was here. You didn't even tell me that. Like, come on now. So she was just really going off the handle. But I want to hear y'all thoughts and everything about Savannah and the Eric situation. And y'all just chime down below about the overall situation dealing with TT and her family. Oh, I forgot to mention about Salt and Pepper. They really wasn't giving anything. So I'm talking about Salt and Pepper, but Pepper, Egypt, and Sam, they were all talking about Miss TT and the overall situation that's going on. And then Sam says that he feels bad for TT. Actually, she's a mom now, so now she got to look at things a bit more differently. And then Pep gonna say that she hopes that now they heard that the wedding is canceled. They hope that Pepper says that she hopes she still has a good wedding or has her dream wedding because she knows that Egypt is going to have hers. And it's like, you ain't even have to say that. Number one, you don't care if she did, because if you did, you wouldn't have started the rumor to begin with, or had your sister assist in starting this rumor. Okay, you wouldn't have said that at all. And number two, like, why are you comparing your daughter? Because I feel like that's probably something that you probably been doing probably all your life. Ain't no telling. I hope she has a good wedding because I know my daughter's gonna have one. You know, the whole comparison thing. About Pep, I will say whatever work you've gotten done on your face lately, it doesn't look that bad. So good job. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.